Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't been here before, hello, my name is Victoria. I make videos about fashion, lifestyle, I guess parenting now, and travel, so make sure you guys are subscribed if you want to see more content like this. So today's video is actually a really exciting one. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be making a video like this, but I just feel like the day has come. You can probably tell what this video is already if you clicked on this video because of the title. I have a very exciting unboxing. I've already personally unboxed it, but I'm going to share a new bag with you guys. This is actually a bag from LXR Co. and I'm so excited. So this is actually a partnership that I did with them on Instagram. They're not paying or sponsoring for any of this to go onto my YouTube channel, but I was just so personally excited that I really wanted to share with you guys. I also know that you all really enjoy watching all of my unboxings and luxury designer handbag reveals along the lines of that. Anything designer, you guys really enjoy them. So I want to share with you guys a new to me piece today, and yeah, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so I had to stop momentarily because I saw a spider in the wall behind me as I was filming, and I'm deathly afraid of spiders, so I had to get Peter to come and get it for me. We're back now. No more interruptions, hopefully. We weren't able to get the spider, but now I'm like terrorized thinking, where is it going to show up next? That is my worst nightmare. Spiders, guys. Okay, anyway, so, where were we? I think I mentioned that you guys always really enjoy every time I show an unboxing, so I want to share with you this brand new one from, well, not brand new. It is new to me from LXR & Co. I'm so disturbed by this spider now. Like, I'm constantly watching at the corner of my eye for like movement in front of me. That's how I located it to begin with. I'm kind of mad. I wish Peter got it first time when he came in here. We may have some more freakouts further on in this video. Fingers crossed I don't. Fingers crossed Peter can find it sometime by himself. Composure, Vic. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so new to me. So LXR & Co. is a luxury consignment store. They don't actually purchase bags from people. They actually have buyers that go out and source them on their own. I went to a really lovely lunch event that they hosted. I think it's like, wow, it's almost been like a month and a half back now. They brought us in to learn more about the company. We had a really lovely lunch where we sat down, learned about their authentication process, how they source certain bags, which brands perform the best and have the highest, I guess, like resell or like value point if you're trying to invest in a bag. And then we kind of like learned more about their bags, what they bring in, and what's trending right on the market. As you guys know, I have an obsession with luxury and designer handbags. I by no means need to purchase them brand new. A lot of the bags that I personally like frequently aren't available on the market because a lot of them end up being like old vintage bags that I can't find designs of, or I just was not able to snatch them up when they were available in store because lack of funds, just like a lack of availability in general because they didn't make enough of them, or just I wasn't fast enough. So I really love the fact that sites like LXR & Co. are up on what's trending with bags right now and are able to source vintage ones that are quite popular at the moment. I know like the barrel cylinder bag is a really popular shape, crescent bags. LV is also super valuable and always like a great investment. So I knew that going onto the site, I was going to find some gems. So as I mentioned, this was a collaboration I did with them through Instagram to kind of share their platform. I have always been a longtime fan of LXR. I've been following along with a lot of their posts for quite a while now and love so many of their bags. So when they reached out, I was like, this is a match made in heaven. I'm so excited. You guys are probably mad at me for rambling right now, so let's just go ahead and open up this bag. Somebody's probably gonna put a comment down below that says like bag reveal at time. Anyways, here is the new to me bag. Like I mentioned, this is not brand new. This is a resale. So somebody had previously owned this bag. LXR found it, purchased it, and resold it on their site. Da da da, you ready for this? It is a new to me Evelyn PM. So this is a stunning Evelyn bag that I got from LXR. Isn't she beautiful? I'm so in love. You guys had previously watched my Hermes bag unboxing. I had mentioned that when I went into the store, I was offered the medium-sized Evelyn in gold, and I turned it down for the bag, which was in sable, which is like a slightly lighter brown. And I knew that an Evelyn bag would be reoffered to me at some point down the road, but they are a little bit hard to come by too, just because they are always so high in demand. And as much as I like the gold and like I like brown bags in general, I felt like it was too much brown. If you look at this bag, it's actually quite big and there's not a lot going on in terms of like hardware or other detailing. It's a huge splash of brown if I had purchased this Evelyn in that gold color that I was offered at the time. So I was like hemming and hawing. I think the gold bag is really cute in the Evelyn TPM, which is like a small kind of like tiny crossbody size. But in the medium, I don't know, something about it was just like a little bit off to me. And I'm actually really glad now that I had held off from purchasing that bag and I decided to go the Hermes route instead because, oh man, if I had gotten that bag and then this one showed up, I probably would have been quite annoyed with myself. As you can see, this is not gold for sure. This is in the color Etaupe. I'm pretty sure on the website they hadn't specifically listed a color, but I've seen Etaupe bags before and this is essentially it. I'm like 99% confident. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. If I'm also correct, please confirm my assumptions by letting me know in the comments down below. Etaupe is kind of like a taupey brown bag. I actually find this to be on the warmer side of taupe, quite warm to me, and it has stitching that is kind of like exposed. It's like a lighter color. I don't think all the Evelyn bags have this like inverted cross stitching color that's lighter, because I'm pretty sure the brown bag that I saw had a similar color stitch, so it wasn't as juxtaposed against the leather. This is an Etaupe and this is in the Evelyn PM. It's kind of weird because you have TPM and then you have PM and then you have GM. I believe there used to be a fourth size in there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's strange because a TPM is like tiny. It's like 2/3 the size of this. And then you jump to the PM, which is this. And then you have the GM, which is slightly larger than this, but it's not like that much larger. So I kind of wish they had a middle in between bag from the TPM to the PM. They probably do. That's probably what the fourth size is that I'm completely forgetting about, and I'm just crazy. But yeah, anyways, let's move back to this bag. This is the PM size, and like I mentioned, this was previously owned by somebody else, so it is not brand new for me, but it is new to me, which I'm totally okay with. This bag was actually really well taken care of. There are no scratches or dents or just like stains anywhere, and I'm actually quite happy with it. My only main concern was that potentially this canvas strap would have some pilling. There is a little bit of wear and tear, but I think that just comes with fabric to begin with, so I'm not majorly concerned. I had wished that this crossbody strap was one of the adjustable ones, but depending on the variation and the model of your bag, this strap is sometimes adjustable, sometimes it is not. Mine is just fully not adjustable, and it has two little D-ring hooks at the end here to attach onto the bag. So I'm totally okay. It sits very comfortably on my hips, so I'm not really too bothered by like the length of the drop, but for some people, they may just by chance prefer to have it longer or shorter. Hardware is silver, or I believe for Hermes Palladium. I think they only either have gold or palladium hardware for all of their hardware in general. It's not the biggest deal for me. I think because this bag is kind of like a brownie taupe color, it doesn't bother me too much. Typically though, I do prefer gold hardware on all of my bags. Now, the only thing that I wanted to mention about this bag in general, just to put it out there for anybody who's interested in the Evelyn, especially in this large of a bag size, is the leather is quite soft. So over time, that's going to mean the bag is going to sag a little bit. As you can probably see here, there is a bit of sagging to the base in the front, and there is a bit of sagging to the base in the back. If you're to get a bag shaper, and I'm most likely going to get one from Samorga, that'll probably end up fixing the overall shape and the bulge at the bottom here by kind of adding some structure back into the bag. Once the leather stretches and sags though, there isn't much recovery that you can do to it. So for myself, a bag shaper is actually going to help prevent it from further sagging over time, and it's kind of the goal. Like my other bags, it is also like a really big hole, so I think a bag shaper would do really well to protect the inside from any potential stains because it is suede material, but to also organize my bag so that I don't have things rolling around everywhere. At this point, I've gotten really used to using bag organizers for all my other bags, so it just makes sense for me to use one in here too, because I have a system as to like where everything goes, and Samorga designs all their bag organizers to be like relatively the same with like the similar layout when it comes to pockets inside of them. So I'm definitely gonna pick one up for this one. The only thing I'm kind of apprehensive about, and that actually has to do with the design on here, is that you'll probably see the bag organizer inside when I'm wearing it. So I'll have to be really careful with which color I pick. Probably something a little bit darker so it kind of mimics like the darkness or the shadowing inside of the bag. But fun fact about this bag is that when it was originally first designed, this bag was actually used as a grooming bag. So they would put the brushes and sponges for the horses. If you guys didn't know, Hermes is actually primarily an equestrian brand first when it came about, and now I guess they do leatherware. They use this bag to put all of their grooming tools inside and then just like carry a crossbody. And then the holes here was actually for venting purposes, so that all of the air and like the moisture from the tools could kind of just, I guess, evaporate and seep out. This was actually designed to be faced on the inside of the body so that you don't see all of those like little holes. But I guess over time, as Hermes gained popularity, people now wear this facing on the outside just to get, I guess, the logo facing out. That is the original purpose of this bag. The funny thing is that when I originally got this bag, I don't know if the TPM has a similar kind of closure. Please let me know if it does or not. This top flap here, it actually snaps on the back like this. quite easy to open, not the biggest issue, but I'm used to my bags opening from the front. So I was trying for the longest time to get this leather out of this little toggle area. And I probably spent a solid 30 minutes trying to do that until I realized the back has a snap button. And then I was like, you're an idiot, Vic, because if it's so hard to take off, it's gonna be just as hard to take on. And it doesn't make sense for them to design a bag that's like that and to make it difficult for you to take on and off. Anyway, so I discovered that you can just like snap it open from the back and just open the bag that way. And I've just been doing that since to get into it. To be honest, I actually just leave it unsnapped and let this kind of like fall inside of the bag so I can open it at any point. This is essentially turned into like a crossbody catch-all tote-ish bag for me. And as a mom who's pushing a stroller or carrying their newborn, it's so efficient that I can just like reach into this bag and grab whatever I want. But I do like that added level of security by having this little strap that goes across the back that you can kind of just like clip on and close it. Funny thing to note is that this snap button actually is covered in leather, which is really interesting. Most brands that I know probably would have just left this as metal and not covered it, but I like that extra added detail and thought that Hermes puts into their bag so it matches everything. I guess they didn't want like a glaring piece of metal here against the rest of the leather, but I like that extra thought and detail. So yes, the bag opens as such, and I guess that makes sense if you're going to be wearing it backwards and having the venting facing into your body so that it's not exposed to the elements and you're not like dripping out from your bag everywhere. You would open it from the front like this. Comme ça. And then your bag is right there. But I guess over time, as people started reversing the bag, they just left that design that way, and now you kind of just open it from the back. Not the biggest deal for me. I just leave the flap popped inside and then the bag is fully open at any given point. It's quite flat of a bag, so it's not really like the easiest to like stick your hands into. I mean, who am I to speak? I haven't been pickpocketed from this bag yet, like knock on wood, because saying that probably jinxed me. But I have no issues with like leaving this bag open. I don't usually go around places that would potentially risk me getting pickpocketed. And if I'm traveling, I usually wear a bag that has a zip just to keep myself a little bit more secure, but that's besides the point. So yes, the venting here, I'm going to have to pick an insert that kind of matches this color. Like I mentioned, probably something dark, so you don't necessarily see a color directly through the holes of this bag. Inside of the bag though, I'm gonna give you guys like a quick look. I'm gonna do a proper full in-depth review at some point later on. It's just a giant hole. Like I said, it's covered in suede on the inside, and there's just like one small side pocket here for you to put whatever you want into. I actually love that it's a giant hole. I can fit so much in here. I've definitely fit everything that I can in my usual bags, along with like a water bottle, socks, a cap. I've even thrown in like, I even threw my gym clothes one time when I was running late and I didn't want to bring my gym bag, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend overstretching this bag given how fragile the leather is and it's so delicate. The base is already stretched, so don't do what I did. Put just like proper purse things in it. I'm just letting you guys know it is really spacious. Okay, so of all the bags on Alex Sarko's site, why did I pick this one? Again, like I mentioned, I really liked the design of the Evelyn. It looks really functional. I originally wanted a small one, but that hasn't been coming my way yet. And when I found this one and I landed on this color, it just felt so practical and right. It's not such a statement bag like a wall of brown if I was to get a brown bag. And I think the shape is so casual that if I was to get black, it's also a really bold shape. For some reason, this color just works, which is why I haven't purchased any other Evelyn bags yet until I landed on this color. I still do really like gold, and I think I would go back and get the gold in TPM or even the black in TPM, but in Etaupe, it just works with this size of a bag. So if you're considering the size, consider maybe the Etaupe color. It may work well for you. Anyways, that's essentially it. I just wanted to share with you a brand new bag for me. Like I mentioned in one of my older videos, it wasn't within really like my dream bags, but this was in a collaboration with LXR to kind of share with you guys their amazing website and all their designer bags that they have available. They also have a lot of accessories too. I found some like really cute Hermes pillows in there. I was like, should I ask for this for the collab? Regardless, I'm just so excited for this new to me bag. It is absolutely beautiful. They have so many amazing other assortments on there, and they constantly update their site like each week with new bags. I actually found this one last minute on their site that they had just added before I sent through my selections, and ooh, I'm so excited. She's just stunning. I've been wearing her so much. Like I said, really, really functional with the newborn. Crossbody anything so my hands are free at all times, and it's just like a huge bag that I can toss whatever I need to. Definitely tossed his milk bottles in here. In a Ziploc bag, of course. Don't want to risk any leaks, but yes, there's so much that can fit into here. And if you're a new mom or you're a future mom, and if you're considering what bag works for you, the Evelyn PM. Such a great bag. So yes, I'm going to be using this bag for the next few months, and then I will come back with a full review to kind of share with you my thoughts on it. If I do still feel that it's as functional as I feel now, having just gotten the bag, and if I think it's a valuable purchase for you guys and a good investment. As things go with Hermes, any purchase is always a great purchase and a great investment as their value of their bags continuously go up year after year. So I don't think there's ever an issue with it. I mean, Peter's right. He always asks me every time my argument is to him that like, oh, it was a great investment. He's like, are you ever going to sell it? Because there's no point unless you're going to make a profit off of it. I'm like, yeah, but you know, down the road, if I do need to get rid of it, I can for higher value. So it's a great investment on my part, but that's for another day. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it. I think I've been trying to keep up on my schedule of 2 videos a week, but it's been tough with a baby and trying to like juggle everything else when it comes to like wedding planning and our honeymoon planning. So I think for the next like few months, I'm gonna actually have to cut it down to 1 video per week, guys. I apologize. I know everybody that's been here, especially my OGs, are used to seeing 2 videos a week from me. I think it's time that I kind of just like slowed it down a little bit and just, I can commit to 1 video a week. That's totally doable for me. So make sure you guys come back every Thursday for a video. I think 7 p.m. EST, that's my time. Yeah, and if you want to see more of them and not miss out on my uploads, make sure you guys are subscribed. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, where I post content a lot more frequently on there since it's not long form content. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Love you. Bye.